What's up, everybody? Yo, I was looking at this picture of the city skyline of New York City, and then I started looking at the skylines of all the cities, major cities in America, like Houston, Dallas, New York City, New Jersey, and I was looking at all the skyscrapers. And you can go all over America, and you can't find 5 black men that own a skyscraper. But at the same time, you be seeing black people with wads of cash money. Like, black people are so wealthy. You know, like, people in somebody in another country see this and they be like, wow, black people are doing great in America, because they be seeing us with wads of cash. You know, like hustlers and scammers and drug dealers and stuff like that. So everybody thinks black people is doing great in America. But you go all over America and you can't find 5 black men that own a skyscraper. Those skyscrapers are owned by wealthy white people and Asians. But Asians don't walk around flashing wads of cash and stuff like they're doing so great. That's a black people thing. But it's a front. It makes you think that all black people are doing good. And that's one of the things that's one of the reasons why we're so hated. Because you see black people, the media only shows you the worst black people. It doesn't show you like decent black people. It doesn't show you good black people. It shows you the worst. And that's why, like, there's so much hatred and animosity and envy towards black people. Like I'm saying, like, the average white person never had contact with a black person in a bad way. But they dislike black people because of what they see on TV, what they see and what they hear in the music and stuff like that. And then when a person like Donald Trump comes along and says he's going to make America great again, that gives these white people that have so much animosity towards us, that makes them think we're going to go back to cotton picking days and they're going to own some black slaves. But we're not going to go back to them days. We're not going back to cotton picking days, America. For one reason, black people will never be able to keep up with other countries. Because they got machines. They got machines that can work 24 hours. A black person can't work 24 hours. A black slave cannot work 24 hours. A black slave cannot outwork a machine. It will cost too much money, because you got to feed a black slave, and a black slave needs rest. But a machine don't need no rest. A machine can work all day and all night. All you got to do is keep it oiled and gassed up or whatever, and it can constantly work. So we're not gonna go back to cotton picking days. But when you hear that "Make America Great Again," that's what poor white people think. Yeah, we're gonna go back to them days where I can work with these couple of niggas, and they're not gonna be able to be flashing cash and stuff like that. So there's an old saying like, if you can convince the poorest white person that he's better than the average black person, you could pick his pockets. And that's how you pick white people's pockets. That's what Donald Trump does. He gives you that feeling that we're gonna go back to them days. And you got you got poor white people thinking we're gonna go back to them days, and at the same time they're getting their pocket picked. Like I said, when you see them skyscrapers in New York City, there's a chain of command. You got wealthy white people, you got wealthy Asians, and then you got other races that you call people of color, and then you got black people at the bottom. But you think black people are doing so great, like I said, because you see all these. That's why we can never figure out why people get away with the things they do to us. It's because it's all an illusion. There's so much hatred and so much animosity towards black people because of what you see on TV and in the media. That's why. But like they said, we're going to make America great again. We're going to make America great again. And you're going to put black people back in their place. And then you got poor white people thinking, yeah, I'm gonna own me. Like, you got a couple of poor white people thinking they're gonna own them a couple of slaves. Like I said, man, you could take the poorest white person, give him a shave, get him a haircut, put him a suit and tie, he fits right back into society. But a black person can't run from this. He could put on a suit and tie, he could put on a Giorgio Armani suit, custom-made suit, get him a haircut, all that. None of that shit don't matter. He's still a black person. But a white person puts that on. Like I be saying, when you rushing to catch the elevator, when a black person rushing to catch the elevator, they let that door go. People in the elevator let that door close. They don't hold the door. They see a white man with a suit and tie on. He got a fresh cut. He could be a homeless man, but he looked fresh that day and he run to catch the elevator, somebody gonna hold the elevator for him. Hold the elevator, they gonna hold the elevator door for him. Yeah, that's what that is. Am I making sense? Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Like, you look at them New York, them skyscrapers in New York. Them skyscrapers in New York, skyscrapers in Boston, skyscrapers in Dallas. Those are owned by wealthy white people and Asians. And Asians don't flash their cash like poor black people do. That's a poor black people thing, flashing your wallets of cash and all of that. Poor black people do that. Asians don't do that. You don't see Asians do that. You might see white people do that with gold teeth and all that. But it is what it is, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. Yo, here come my book. Let me copy my book. Of course, was in the middle, but my other ones is in the bag back here. Take it easy, y'all.